Now, much of Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, is controlled by criminal gangs. Killings, rapes and kidnappings have risen sharply since the president was assassinated in 2021. The United Nations says gangs have killed more than 3,600 people this year alone. A UN security force led by Kenya is supposed to include 2,500 police officers. Only 400 have arrived so far, but they have made some gains. And from Port-au-Prince, I'm now joined by the journalist Widlore Mérancourt. He's editor-in-chief of Haiti's investigative news outlet, Ayibo Post. Welcome to DW News. Now, how has the deployment of police forces from Kenya affected security in Haiti?
Well, I think, a few months ago when the first contingent of Kenyans arrived in Haiti, we had high hopes. If you talk to people, people were expecting that the Kenyan force would be effective against the gangs. But months later, what we are observing is an untenable situation where, at first the gangs were stunned. They were trying to understand how effective this force could be, but over the past weeks, they gained confidence, and they are not just, controlling key roads and key neighborhoods of Port-au-Prince, but they are expanding their territories. They are expanding the siege of violence against the Haitian population today in Port-au-Prince, but not just in Port-au-Prince, the capital, but also in other parts of the country where, in some parts you did not have a violent problem before.
Now, help us better understand that gang violence in Haiti that you are describing. Are they working together against the police, or are they all at war with each other?
Well, over the past months, at least since the end of February and March, they launched what they called Vivre Ensemble, living together, which is a huge coalition of gangs. The main ones we have operating in Port-au-Prince, but also outside of the capital. So we have different criminal entities. Each of them actually have different interests, putting themselves together, getting together to fight against the Haitian National Police and the Kenyan force. And, in the middle, you have the Haitian population, more than 500,000 people displaced by gangs. They are coming to neighborhoods, burning down houses, and sowing chaos all over Port-au-Prince, but also outside of the capital.
Now, what does that mean now for the people who must manage their day-to-day lives under these circumstances?
Well, it means life is, extremely difficult. It means, the street markets, for instance, not continuing to operating. It means, when gangs come to your neighborhood, these are terrorists, basically. Sexual violence, for instance, is a huge problem. You have, they come and burn down houses, and people have to be displaced. And even in the camps, actually, where people try to find shelter, what we are observing, and we reported before Ayibo Post, is gangs are infiltrating these spaces, trying to force people to pay so they can have access to the humanitarian aid. We are, and on top of this, you also are observing a complication of the political scene in Haiti today, where the folks who are supposed to lead this mission, who are supposed to lead this transition, you have to remember Haiti has today 0 elected officials. They are fighting for power. They are fighting over ministries while the situation, the security situation is deteriorating.
So what do you think needs to be done to restore order and security in Haiti? Will the arrival of the rest of the Kenyan force, 400 are there, 2,000 more are awaited, will that make a difference, or will the political situation need to change first?
Well, I do think that the main priority today is to take care of the Haitian population that is suffering for months and months under the stronghold of the gangs. And these gangs are now notorious for their brutality and lack of respect for human dignity and human life today, right? I think that the main priority is to have some relief on the security front. We spoke to the Kenyan force, and what they are complaining about is a lack of equipment and personnel to effectively fight back against the gangs. We are also observing and report that with Ayibo Post that we have tensions between the Haitian National Police officers and also the Kenyans. This is also complicating any actions on the grounds. We know that they are conducting some operations, and some of these operations are starting to give some results. For instance, a few days ago, about 20 gang members were killed in the capital, but it's not enough, because they have yet to show any big victories against the gangs since the Kenyan arrived in Haiti, and that's the main thing that they need to address. More personnel for the Haitian forces and the Kenyans, and more equipments for both forces.
The journalist Widlore Mérancourt there reporting from the Haitian capital there. Good luck to you and thank you.
Thank you.
DW correspondent Mariel Mueller has been on patrol with the Kenyan police.
We're about to go on patrol with the Kenyan police here in Port-au-Prince, where gangs control large parts of the city. The Kenyans are here to support the Haitian police in securing the city. After crossing through buzzing streets full of life, just beyond Haiti's Supreme Court, everything changes.
Before, this place was inaccessible. No one could have crossed where we are right now.
We're entering a wasteland. This part of the city is deserted. The UN says more than 700,000 people have been displaced. They fled when the gangs started spreading terror, burning down houses, killing indiscriminately, raping women and girls. These are barricades the gangs erect to keep the police out of their territory. Often they use shipping containers stolen from the port. Part of the Kenyans' job is to remove them by pushing them with their armored vehicle.
So we are going to push them right now so that you can see what we usually do.
A few meters before we reach the barricade, we see people running.
Those are civilians, They start running away because they know a shootout may begin any time. Is it moving?
Something hits the hatch above us. The smell of petrol engulfs us. As you can see,
It's raining already.
petrol is still dripping inside this vehicle. They're still here, so they could still fire at us.
Look there.
Instead, the burning Molotov just misses our accompanying vehicle.
Molotov?
They target the rest of the convoy, shooting from abandoned buildings. The Kenyan forces in the second vehicle fire back. Meanwhile, the commander is getting information from his drone operator.
Mike 2, Echo 1.
He warns they're preparing to throw more petrol on us.
He told us actually they have started positioning themselves with bigger containers than these ones, bigger ones. That is 5 liters and above. So that when you go just below the building, they pour the fuel on us and then they burn. This was like a sign of a warning.
Not long ago, Mugo was inside this vehicle when it was attacked and set alight, but they escaped unharmed.
If we go there, they might burn us right now. So going there, it needs a lot of planning. As for now, we cannot go back there.
On the other side of the barricades, we see people running, likely gang members. We have to move quickly. And another not too subtle warning left by the gangs: human skulls.
The skulls are usually elected there in order to intimidate us, like sending a message, hey, don't make an attempt of coming through this street. We are here. But then we cannot be intimidated by such stuff. You have seen worse things than those.
That report by DW correspondent Mariel Mueller.